What's going on, people? Mr. Anti-Lock here, back with the epicness that is my motherfucking channel. Well, there are no chapters coming out this week. The reason why that is, most of us in the anime and manga community know that this week is Golden Week, and a lot of people are bitching, the chapters ain't coming out. Where the fuck are the chapters? Where's this? Where's that? But you got to understand something. Golden Week is a pretty huge week in Japan. They celebrate a week of holidays. So could you imagine that? They take holidays and cluster them all into 1 week. This gives our mangaka and our anime creators time to rest, travel the land, spend time with their families, etc., etc. Though we love the entertainment, I personally believe that they deserve the time to spend off and gather their thoughts and collect themselves. So, Golden Week is one of the many Japanese holidays. They celebrate about a week to 10 days. First of all, they're celebrating Emperor Showa's birthday. They're also celebrating the Constitution Memorial of Japan, that is. Then there's another holiday called Greenery Day. And the last holiday within Golden Week is usually on May 5th. It's Children's Day, or it's also called the Japanese Boy Festival, where they pray and celebrate the growth of Japanese boys. It's a tradition for families of boys to hang up the carp streamers outside of their house around this holiday. And the carps are believed to symbolize success in children's lives. That's pretty freaking huge, I would say. That's important for people to celebrate their families and their children and their heritage, which we don't do that in America. But anyway, I digress from the point. Let's get to the reason why we are here. And I'm going to start off with predictions for the next chapter of Bleach. 625. Now, this is something I don't do. I stopped putting out my theory videos and prediction videos when a lot of them were shattered because Kubo's logic, you never know what that man's going to think. You might have all of these facts about the series and he just mind fucks you and you're like, oh shit, that's why he did this, that, and the third. But for next week's chapter, I don't even think they're going to touch upon Grimjo. I believe that they're going to go back to the Soul Palace where Juha Bach is. And we're going to see things progress with Juha Bach, Uryu, Hashwalt, and the Stern Ritter Royal Guards. We're going to get a lot of interaction between them because we got to see what the Shinigami are doing. They're allied with the Quincy's right now, trying to build gates to go to the Soul Palace. And we know what Ichigo and friends are doing. They're about to launch a counter defensive against Juha Bach. Now, what we don't know is what Juha is doing. The question I really have is when is Uryu going to make his move? Is he going to wait till Juha's in his final form and then try to take the power from him? What is Uryu going to do? I would love to hear what you think about what Uryu is going to do. Something I don't do too often on this channel, which if you've been subscribed to me, you know. One Piece. One Piece in the last few weeks have been epic. Shout out to Oda. That man deserves this golden week to recover after hitting us with that gear fourth. Now, a lot of people had predictions that there might be other gears, but it's like you didn't know that motherfucker was going to build himself up to look like Frankie. I'm sorry. Say what you want about Gear 4. The man looks like an imitation of Frankie. That's right. I fucking said it. First of all, he has the armaments hockey. Then he turned into his big bubble boy form, which was epic. Then his hands looked like he was just throwing straight rocket punches. And I'm sorry, for some reason, that just reminded me of Frankie. I'm just saying. But anyway, he beat the shit out of Doflamingo. He beat the shit out of Doflamingo. Doflamingo got hit and didn't even know. He's like, holy shit, this motherfucker sent me flying. That shit was pure epicness. I can't wait to see what tricks Doflamingo pulls from out of his belt, because, you know, One Piece fights go on for like a year, half of a year before somebody actually wins or loses. Like, it took, just going back, it took Luffy a long time to beat fucking Hordy Jones. I'm just saying. Now, going into this Shokugeki no Sama greatness, we saw what happened last week. Whereas though Sensu Zaimon was saying that this is the weed out the weaklings. Stagiaire week was just the weed out the weaklings. And we know that our favorite cast of characters are hanging on. They're kicking ass. Soma comes back to the dorm, and everybody challenges this man to a Shokugeki, and he's going to take them all. My predictions for next week, Shokugeki no Sama, is that Soma, you're going to see Soma just kicking ass and people just getting upset and losing a lot of Shokugekis. Now, we know Soma hasn't had many Shokugekis, but the Shokugekis he has had really meant something big. He did the one with Megumi, which he really didn't cook, but he was still a part of it. He did the one with Ikumi, and he did the one with Misaka to get everybody's tools back. Those were some big Shokugekis. Now he's just taking Shokugekis from random wolves, people just challenging him just for the title, just to take him down a notch. And I can't wait till Soma shows off his new techniques. My prediction is the next chapter is just going to be Soma kicking asses and then everybody returning back to the Polar Star dorm. On to Toriko. Toriko. I have to talk about that Toriko. Toriko has been greatness, and again, another series that I'm never really disappointed when I read it. Toriko is pure epicness. Now, to go into our recent chapter of Toriko, to find out Komatsu has that Oni. Komatsu has an Oni. I can't even, man. I can't even. Who would have knew? Well, it was when he did that God cooking technique on air. You saw that like he had an Oni because it came out, it took over, and he was like cutting shit up, and you were like, "Oh shit! Does that nigga Komatsu got an Oni?" And come to find out, he does. But this latest chapter with everybody with tits and Zange about to be molested by the Monkey King Bambino, it was just pure epicness. Where I think Toriko is gonna go in the next week, I do believe that it's gonna be a lot more of them trying to figure out where things are going and what their next plan is and what will be the next god ingredient that they go for. Right now, the author is trying to figure out what to make this next food treasure. Now, I cannot wait to see that. I did this for you guys because I didn't want to leave my subscribers, my friends, with a dead channel this week. There have been a lot of things I haven't had the time to review, and I wanted to give my apologies to that. No edits. I hope you check this video out. Tell me what your thoughts on the chapters to come. I'm eager to know your feelings. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.